Kaladin in the gate. Racer ready. Kaladin on course.
Hi everyone.
Welcome to the 2026 ADF fundraiser. We're so glad you're here.
I'm Seb.
And I'm Olivia.
And we're 2 of the 14 ADF grant recipients this year.
Thanks to Skis and Bikes Speed Shop, we're all wearing these cool hoodies and hats. And feel free to come up to us and talk and ask us about our season or any other competitive programs here at Kaladin.
As we said, we're only 2 of the 14 athletes, so now let's meet the others.
My name is Kayla Taylor. I am 13 years old and I compete in U14 O-Cup racing, and I am also on the Ontario Provincial Development Team for snowboard cross. My favorite event is snowboard cross because I love being able to race against people in real time. The advice that I would give a U10 if they were going into competitive skiing or snowboarding would be to take advantage of this offer. You have amazing coaches and amazing training opportunities right here. And also, stick with it, because when things get tough, you're always going to come out a better skier or boarder than how you went into it. My ultimate après is coming off of the hill and tuning my skis, and then going home and stretching, and then having a hot tub to relax my muscles.
3, 2, 1, go!
My name is Max Sayevich and I'm in U16 O-Cup. My favorite part about skiing at Kaladin is the community. The most unusual thing in my ski bag is little strips of purple hockey tape from my poles from U12. My favorite après meal is poutine and a glacier freeze Gatorade.
Pay attention now to Team Ontario's George Friedman. C'est lui excellence, l'athlète de l'Ontario.
C'est parti! Belle manœuvre en 1080!
My name is George Friedman, and I'm 17 years old, and I compete on the Canada Cup and NORAM circuit. I used my ADF funds to go on a preseason training camp to the Yukon, where we spent 2 weeks with my team. My ultimate après is when I get home from the ski hill, I take my boots out and my liners so that they don't stink up the whole house and everyone hates me. And then I jump in the hot tub, stretch, and maybe watch some TikTok or a sports game if it's on.
Good? Yeah, it looks good. My name is Olivia Thompson. I'm 16 years old and I race first year fast. It can sometimes be difficult to be able to manage friends, family, and school along with skiing. However, I do find that it sometimes allows me to be more productive. And the most unusual item in my bag is I have this like random rock that I got at provincials one year, and I just always kept it in there.
Let's go, Olivia. Oh!
It can sometimes be difficult to deal with disappointment and frustration. However, I believe that what's most important is how you feel like you've done, and you can try to have the best race day possible and be proud of yourself and what you've accomplished. I think that's all that matters.
My favorite après is Naturals in a Shirley Temple.
Hi, I'm Harrison. I'm 14 years old and I compete in the U16 O-Cup division. Everything about skiing is just awesome. The environment is great. You meet tons of people, make tons of amazing bonds, and I think it's a great sport to get into. My top results today would be winning club champs, podiuming in U12, and my 35th place finish in Whistler Cup. My ultimate après would be I usually like to hang around and play in the lodge with my friends in my group and just like change out of my ski boots, definitely.
Hi, my name is Alberta Hughes. I'm competing in U16 O-Cup and I'm 14 years old. Balancing ski racing with other aspects of my life is definitely one of the hardest parts of the sport. I would say telling my teachers in advance, catching up on schoolwork, and having friends inside and outside of the sport really helps. My ultimate après would probably be having hot chocolate in the lodge with my friends.
What are you guys working on?
Skiing.
Hi, my name is Carlo Lott. I'm 12 years old and I race in U14 O Cup. My favorite event is Super G, and it's my favorite because I love the speed and I find it's the most competitive. After skiing, I love to tune, I like to talk to coaches, and I like to hang out with my friends in the lodge.
My name is Theodora Berger and I'm in U14. I enjoy racing because I love seeing how well I improve throughout different races and seeing my improvement all throughout my career. What I like about Caledon is the fact that I'm able to do multiple runs in a day without getting too tired. My favorite après is a sweet treat and orange Gatorade.
Hi, I'm Sebastian. I'm 16 and I race in FIS. My short-term goal is to have a strong first year in FIS with consistent placings, and my long-term goal is to continue my love of ski racing and continue to ski as I age. My favorite après is a Snickers and a blue Gatorade.
Hello, I am Zenon. I am 13 years old and I race in U14 SOD. I like skiing in Caledon because it's close to home and it feels like a family to me. Like, I know a lot of people and the coaches are really good. My favorite event is slalom because I like hitting the gates, but I do better in GS. My après that I like is poutine and a hot chocolate when it's like cold outside.
George on course.
Hi, my name is George Paradine. I race U16 O Cup and my age is 14 years old. One of my favorite places to train is on night flight, especially when you get over that pitch. You really have to be on that outside ski and get around, or else you're not going to be able to ski it very well. Just hanging out with my friends and having some chicken wings and fries.
Let's go, Liv, let's go!
My name is Liv Templeman. I'm 15 years old and I compete in U16 O Cup racing program. I would say that the most rewarding part about being a ski racer is setting your goals and achieving them. I think it feels very rewarding, and especially when you get to notice those changes and see it in your skiing. I use my ADF grants for camps like Sun Peaks, which also freed up funds for my 16-day camp in Austria. My favorite après skiing activity is to raid the candy shelves at Caledon, specifically the West Lodge, and just grab a couple snacks for the ride home.
Throughout the season, you see many of us competing and training all around the club, but our season doesn't start when the lifts open.
Let's take a look at what we do when the snow melts.
How I prepare for the season ahead is by playing soccer to keep up my cardio. I also am participating in the workouts that Ontario Snowboard gave me, and I also participate in the Caledon Dryland training.
Getting into the weight room and making sure that I'm super strong for the season so that I can hold on in courses because of the forces that are pushing against you when you're going down the course.
My pre-season training program consisted of field hockey to help with my endurance, weights to help with strength training, and trampoline for core and balance, as well as some extra camps such as Austria and Sun Peaks for preseason.
To prepare for the on-hill season, I have a consistent routine of going to the gym, eating healthy, and keeping my mind and body prepared.
Camps are crucial to our development. It is like a whole season of training in just one camp.
Good morning, Austria.
Hey Caledon, it's Liv. Right now I'm in Hintertux, Austria on day 9 out of 14 days GS training, and I'm really happy to be here because I'm getting my extra training in before Sun Peaks. Yeah, it's pretty cool up here. I mean, it's a massive training ground, 81 lanes, and Olympic teams from all over the world come here, so it's pretty cool. This is my warm-up run.
regularly go to Sun Peaks at the start of December and Mont Tremblant in mid-December. But if there's enough interest, we would set up a camp anywhere.
Like Chile in the summer or Austria in the fall. Liv's trip to Hintertux, Austria looked amazing. Camps are so crucial to our athletes' development that most of the ADF funds go directly towards paying them off.
Hello from Sun Peaks! With my ADF grant, I was able to come to Sun Peaks where I'm learning so much and having such a good time.
I'm using the ADF funds to be here at beautiful Sun Peaks to get some amazing preseason training in here.
I've been coming to Sun Peaks for 3 years now, and what I love is the fact that I have a set routine and I'm able to do a whole lot of training before the season even starts.
I've been coming to Sun Peaks for about 4 or 5 years now. I just love coming because of the great training, great mountain, and the great coaching that you can get here. And this year I've been working on staying on that outside ski, getting low through the transition, and just cannonballing and getting my legs out.
This week at Sun Peaks, I'm working on my line and timing as well as making it like clean and going arc to arc and edge to edge. This week at Sun Peaks, I'm working on getting on edge and turning before the gate.
This is my first year at Sun Peaks, and I really like it because I gotta learn something new every day, and I gotta be with the O-Cup people, and it gets me to ski good right before the season starts.
Baby, you're so classic. Yeah, yeah. So classic. Baby, you're so classic. Yeah, yeah. Baby, you're so classic. Make it do it. Makes us harder, better, faster, stronger. That don't kill me. Can only make me stronger. I need you to hurry up now, cause I can't wait much longer. I know.
Speaking of great training,
We can't forget our training and camps here at our favorite place, Caledon.
ski and snowboard cross, freestyle skiing, and alpine racing. Let's check out some clips of our favorite athletes.
My biggest lesson that I've learned in racing is the importance to race like you train and train like you race, to be able to get into a good routine and a good mindset before racing to be able to have your best results.
My most influential coach to date is most likely Evelyn Alley because she's been coaching me since I first joined Caledon, and she always makes sure that I feel very confident in my skiing and teaches me what I need to improve.
I think my most influential coach to my skiing is actually Mike Goodman, and because I've been training with him for about 8 years now, because I trained with him with my brother and in U14. I had him as a coach and I just love him.
O-Cup has given me amazing opportunities and amazing training to be able to get more days on snow and really improve my skiing. And I've really enjoyed being able to compete as many races as possible.
The difference between SCD and O-Cup is just how much more training you get on the hill. With so much more time on the snow, you learn to improve a lot faster. And the community that you build with your friends becomes a lot tighter because of how many races you travel together and how much time you spend training together.
The hardest part about being a ski racer is definitely time management and dedication, especially with missing a lot of school due to camps and extra training days throughout the week. I think that it takes a lot of commitment and dedication to come out and train when you should be at school and then catch up later.
Can't get much longer. Man, I've been waiting all night now. That's how long I've been on ya. I need you right now.
Competitions are a great way to find out how training is going.
Caledon competitors do amazing jobs in their circuits. Let's check it out.
Compact dans les airs, belle exécution. Oh, le double missile. Oh, le double missile, je crois que ça donne un bon... C'est 1260, là, si je calcule bien. 50-50.
I love to compete because
I race for the love of the sport and to hang out with my friends.
I've been skiing ever since I was 2 years old, and it's really just stuck with me. I love competing and I love the sport.
I race because I love challenging myself and always finding ways to improve. And I also really enjoy the community that's built here in Caledon around ski racing.
I love to win.
Madeline from Caledon and Olivia from Caledon. Congratulations, ladies.
My top 3 best results for last season were first 2 first places at the Caledon Border Cross event, and first place in the small final for junior nationals and provincials.
My top results were top 10 in most of my races in the previous years and third in club champs.
My top career results was a top 5 finish at the Canada Cup in Sun Peaks. I qualified first at the Canada Cup in Yukon and then had a top 10 finish, and I came 5th in slopestyle at junior nationals as well as halfpipe.
My top 3 results have been in U14 SOD a gold finish for a GS race at Mansfield, a 3rd place finish for a relay race in Whistler Cup, and my best placing up to date has been a 6th place finish in the U16 O Cup Super G race at TSC.
My most memorable competition to date was the Whistler Cup. I spent a lot of time in Whistler in the past, and it was really cool to see it from a different perspective.
My most memorable competition is Whistler Cup this last year. The parade is super cool to see all the different kids from different countries, like Japan, Czechoslovakia, and all that.
We spent the first 2 days just exploring the mountain. And then when it was time for slalom and GS, the runs are a lot longer and the courses were a lot longer, so my legs got tired a lot quicker. And then when it was time for the duo races, they were so much fun because you got paired up with athletes from all over the world. My favorite event was the relay race, where I got to meet a ton of new people.
I think it's super memorable because the slalom is a really steep pitch, but it's so fun to get around once you get the hang of it.
My experience at the Whistler Cup was amazing.
He's going the distance. He's going for speed. She's all alone in a time of need.
Provincials was a really great experience. We had 2 slalom races, 2 GS races, and 2 Super G races. And the weather was all over the place. We experienced rains.
The weather looks good. I can wear my poncho.
Snow, really cold, kind of warm. It was super great. Every night we would go together and eat dinner. We formed really great bonds as a team, and we even went to go watch an OHL game.
My most memorable competition was competing at the Whistler Cup, and as well as provincials last year in Searchmont. It was a great experience, as I kind of experienced like all the ups and downs of racing, as I fell the first couple days, but I was able to make a good comeback by the end.
Ben, how are you feeling about today's runs?
I'm excited. I want to ski better than I did yesterday, carry more speed over the pitch, and hopefully crack the top 30. So
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Are you going to hold on to your pole this time, or are you going to get rid of a ski?
I think I'd like to keep all my equipment intact.
The most memorable competition for me was definitely the Super G at Searchmont, Ontario, because the terrain was really interesting and the course set was super fun and allowed for a bunch of different tactics and techniques that we couldn't think of before in Southern Ontario.